Now by head volleyball coach Scott Swanson after the team's 3-0 sweep of Georgia. And coach, I have to call your coaching into question by not having Michaela Shields serve more this season. She comes out today with 6 aces in the 3 sets. What was she doing out there that was just kind of throwing that curveball in?
I think she just puts pace on the ball, and she's such a good athlete. She's jump floating, and she's hitting that ball almost down at the passers, and it's just it's a straight line drive, tough float serve to pass. Just like when she hits, she hits with pace and deep in the court, and it's sometimes faster than people can move their feet. So thank goodness she's got a good arm, and we've been riding that arm lately. She's been getting us a lot of points from the service line and in the front row and back row attacking.
And it seems like she got more comfortable today thanks to playing that 5-1 a little bit more against Mississippi State on Friday. How do you think the team has kind of adjusted to this system now that you're kind of starting to work in it a little bit more?
I think they've adjusted okay. What it does is a lot of different things. This was definitely not a move because Courtney Kaler wasn't playing well. It's because we haven't been able to get Jackie running on the slide. When you set a 6-2, you don't have as much flexibility with your middles. You definitely don't have as much flexibility with substitutions and ball control. And we thought the last 2 opponents we could get away with Aubrey being in the front row just because of our matchups. And she did a nice job. She had a block and she had some slowdowns. When we're playing somebody like a Florida or a Missouri or a Kentucky where they have some hitters that are hitting well above 10 feet and they're capable of just going up and over down the line, that's a different story, and we have to play a different type of system and defense. But I think Aubrey did a really nice job running the ball back when we needed to. Jackie had 10 kills in one air and hit over 500, and that's something we've been missing this year in the 6-2, but we block more balls in the 6-2. So it's kind of it's a hard thing because I like both at times. I like both systems at times, but I felt like it worked against Mississippi State, and I wanted to start with where we finished on Friday and try to keep the consistency. So it could be different, and it probably will be different on next Friday night.
And you got a lot of performances that were really top-notch from a lot of kind of newer faces. Courtney Furling had a really solid match, and Claire Edwards came in and was hitting really, really efficiently. I think she was around 600 towards the end of the match, and I think that kind of goes towards getting your middles more active. But how does it feel to be this late in the season and be getting kind of some new blood in the lineup and doing some really nice things?
I think it says a lot about our team and the depth we have, and it's a lot of young players contributing, and that's what I like the most is people are they're improving even towards the end of the season, and they're ready to go. If somebody's tired or somebody's not feeling great that day, then we have somebody good to put in their spot. And we're coming off of a pretty rough, long match at Mississippi State. Didn't get in our beds until probably 2 a.m. on Saturday morning. Then we had a practice, and it was kind of a long day yesterday. And that showed today on the court. I thought we were lacking a lot of energy. I think it was great that we pulled it out in 3, but we were doing a lot of things that were uncharacteristic of our team, especially when we're at home. And so we're trying to find a way to manage that a little bit better on these split weekends. I think they're a little bit hard on our student athletes having to travel home and away on the same weekend, and we're not as used to that, but that's what we do the rest of the season, so we need to get used to it.
Well, I'll let you go with this. You had 12 aces as a team today, most in I think it was about 9 seasons. What was the game plan, at practice yesterday, throughout the week? I think your previous high in the SEC was like 5 or 6 coming into tonight, and then you get to 12 today. So what kind of clicked and into place for the servers?
I think the main thing is being in our gym, serving the ball we're used to playing with every day. I think that we did a really good job of serving seams. Instead of serving right at a person, we were a little more pinpoint with our control. We did miss more than we usually miss, but you're going to get that. If you want to go after it, you have to be okay with the miss. There was one point where we missed 4 out of 5 serves in set 2, and I wasn't very happy about that, but at the same time I have to remind myself, hey, we're telling them to be more aggressive. We want them to go after it. And if I remember correctly, when we lost at Georgia earlier on the season, they aced us 12 times. They did it in 4 sets, but I'm proud of how that went. I think we held them to passing a 1-6, so our serving, even when it wasn't an ace, was tough, and it kept their middles from being involved in the offense, and that was big for us today.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time. Congratulations.
Thank you.